Fitness and Food on 790 KABC, and it's brought to you by Flatibow Automotive Group of Irvine. If you need a car, you gotta go to Flatibow. And I'm your host, Susan Irby, the Bikini Chef. We got Denise Flatibow and Steve Valentine in the house. And we got all the kids. I think it's fun to do a show about kids because then we kind of become a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some of that bacon gelato out of my teeth.
Oh, you didn't even have bacon gelato. You're dreaming about it.
Thinking.
Maybe it was the caramel sea salt or...
By the way, where are salts of the world?
Salts of the world? That's in the next segment. Okay. But I didn't bring them today.
Oh. So you bring the fava beans.
Yeah, they're with the fava beans.
Okay.
So some kids across the country are actually already starting back school already, but my daughter, she's in the Capistrano Unified, so they still have another month before they go back, but they get out later. And so in celebrating Kids Summer, I wanted to have one of my favorite organizations on there, all about teaching kids healthy cooking and healthy foods, and it's Piccolo Chef. And so we have Lillian Palmieri from Piccolo Chef, and also Tina Vanelli Moracchini.
Very good.
Did I get it right? Moracchini. Well, I spent some time in Italy, as Stacy Jolna knows.
Are there?
And so we have a full house. But ladies, so you founded Piccolo Chef about 3 years ago. What was your inspiration?
Kids, children, and teaching them how to eat healthy and have fun in the kitchen and be with their parents and just eat healthy.
Sometimes I find that that's hard to do with kids, though. I mean, do you find that they are more willing to try things when they're making the recipes, or how do you get them to eat healthy foods?
Absolutely. For us at Piccolo Chef, we strongly believe that bringing them into the kitchen is the way to get them eating healthy. Once they see the vegetables that they're working with, once they feel it with their hands, they can smell it and touch it, they know what it is, they become familiar with it, they want to eat it that much more.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it should be a very tactile experience. It shouldn't be a drive-through experience.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If they can learn to appreciate the goods that are going into their meal.
And Steve, drive-through is a naughty word at Piccolo Chef.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I said it, because you're trying to teach them tools that they can use so they can avoid that, because that's what a lot of kids do. Let's be honest.
Well, okay, but you can't blame there, though. I don't think you can blame it on the kids. I mean, the kids can't drive, so they're not doing the drive-through. No, but I'm saying, but you said the kids going through the drive-through. But I think
we have to blame it on the people.
Well, I think the parents often get away with doing what's convenient for them, time-wise, and a lot of times the kids can suffer nutrition-wise. So how do you handle that?
That's exactly it. I mean, what we're trying to tell parents. And parents and everybody out there is that you don't have to spend a lot of money and you don't have to spend a lot of time. If you do a little bit of research, maybe just go to our website at piccolochef.com. We have a slew of recipes that you can do with your children and bring them in the kitchen with you. It saves time. It's together time after work. I'm a working mom, so when I come home, I want to spend time with my children. I don't want to send them in front of the television set while I'm cooking. I want to bring them in and have them become a part of it, participate. And then the best part is sitting down at the table together.
You know what you're doing, don't you? You're teaching the parents.
Exactly.
Absolutely. You are.
Using the kids to teach the parents. Yeah. I love that. But you just brought up something, though. You sit down at the table to eat. I mean, in today's world, and we do it, you know, at my house sometimes, it's easy to just sit in front of the TV and eat, and you don't really pay attention to what you're eating, how much you're eating, because you're mindlessly eating while you're watching television. So do you, when you, in your cooking classes with the kids, you sit down at the table?
That is a complete and total part of our classes. In fact, every class ends a few minutes earlier, usually 10 minutes earlier. We set up a table with real plates, and we teach them to set a table. They sit down and we eat all together, and we discuss how, you know, do you think you could have put a little more salt, or would you have liked it in a different way? And when they see the result of what they made, the sense of reward is unbelievable, and they bring food to home, and their parents enjoy it, and it's unbelievable. And it teaches them an enormous sense of patience as well, because they see how much work it goes into, you know, making and preparing and enjoying it.
So it's what really reignites that family experience of cooking together and eating together.
It's what we learned growing up. It's a lifestyle. By sitting down, you talk about your day, you talk about, you can talk about anything with food in front of you, from geography to history to anything.
To what's on the plate. Now, you were talking about when you were growing up. Where did you grow up? Italy. Which part of Italy?
Roma.
Roma. We were all just in Roma not too long ago.
Yeah.
Well, not all of us.
Sorry. Well, we thought of you.
We did. I'm actually Italian-American, but I spent a long time in Italy. I lived there for 4 years, so I got a little bit of that as well.
Yeah.
I grew up in a typical Italian-American family with my mom cooking the sauce from 6 o'clock in the morning and me waking up to the smell of the beautiful sauce and the meatballs and
Right, and so in Italy, traditionally, families, even today, do they sit down at a table?
Yes.
And
maybe not anymore at lunchtime, but certainly for dinner they do, and they always have at least one day over the weekend, could be Saturday or Sunday, where the family sits down and there's no way around it.
Well, I've seen your website, PiccoloChef.com, and you have these wonderful, entertaining, but also educational webisodes. They're really cute, very well done, and so I think through that you're kind of having a national influence.
Well, we're trying to bring our message nationally with the webisodes and also with our recipe page and our blog. We started out a local school, and then we started receiving a little bit of attention, and we started winning these awards. We just won Best of Los Angeles in LA Parent Magazine, Best Cooking Program, Best Party Place, and Best Summer Camps.
Wow!
So we're very proud, and now we've launched these webisodes so that we could take it across the country and bring our message nationwide.
Wonderful. Now, and then Stacy, you might want to touch on this, because when I first was introduced to Piccolo Chef, it was at the Club Eat Italian launch.
Yes, with the Italian government.
Yes, so kind of fill our listeners in.
Yeah, so Club Italian was all about teaching kids how to eat healthier, how to cook with their families, and very much compatible with the mission of Piccolo Chef. In fact, Piccolo Chef is the leading healthy cooking school for kids in Los Angeles. Was the group that really helped execute Club Italian in Los Angeles. Well,
and you say Club Italian, I want to be sure our audience knows it's spelled E-A-T Italian.
Capital E.
Capital E-A-T Italian. Yeah,
yes,
Italian. So it's but it's a really great program.
Fantastic program. It's gonna ultimately and hopefully go nationally, and Piccolo Chef will be involved in helping teach children through Club Italian how to eat healthy, how to create wonderful meals for their families.
Well, I had the privilege, I ran into you at Surface not too long ago where you teach classes, and it was Veggie Delight Summer Camp Week, and so they had done some wonderful things. So there was vegetarian sushi rolls with a ginger soy dipping sauce. I know, and then they had a garden herb omelet with farmer's market cheddar, and then I'm trying to find the recipe, but there was some kind of lasagna type dish that you made. What was that?
Well, it was a lasagna with fresh vegetables.
And that doesn't sound very appetizing to me, but it looked great.
Well, we roast the vegetables first, and they become really, really, really tasty. And we roast them just with a little bit of olive oil. That's all you need. You put them in the oven. When they come out, you just want to eat them right off the oven. And we made the pasta from scratch. And all you do is layer the pasta and the tomato sauce and the vegetables, and you put it in the oven, and it becomes really.
Do kids understand how to handle the sharp objects, and you give them kitchen safety as well?
We do. We do not give them kids' tools. We do not believe
Right,
in that.
give them professional.
We give them the real thing. Now, since we started 3 years of age, we don't give them a sharp knife, but we use salad knives, which are fabulous because they are the same size of a chef knife, but they cut through a carrot.
Yeah, they're called salad knives,
yeah.
but they're plastic, and they're the same shape as a regular chef knife would be, and they actually kind of, you know, they have this...
And they
Yes.
come in multicolors. For
Yeah,
kids.
they come in
Green and red and
multicolors
yellow.
and pink. Yes,
Please.
we love pink.
Yeah, and green, you name it. But for older kids, you know, starting at 6, especially during camps or during a series of classes, we supervise them, but we do start them with the, you know, safe and
Yeah, with
skills.
safety and all that. Well, thank you so much for coming. We're actually out of time, I know. So it is piccolochef.com, and you teach at Surface is where you have cooking classes, and you'll be having those all year long?
Absolutely.
Okay, all year long. Wonderful. Well, coming up next, we have our bikini recipe tasting. I'm Susan Irby, the Bikini Chef, and we'll be right back on 790 KABC.